everybody, and welcome back to Dauntingly Diana. I'm your host, Diana. And today is just kind of a vloggy kind of a day. There's not really much going on. I just wanted to take a moment and show you some of the things that I've bought and that I've gotten over like Christmas time, and I don't know, maybe do some coloring. I'm not really sure. We'll see how things go. So I've had this dollar store haul for quite a while, and I've just been having it sit in my bags. I haven't really been doing any crafting or anything, so this is going to be some of that, well, all of that, and then we'll talk about some of the other things that I have here. So I found these at the dollar store. We do have a Dollarama here in Canada that's our like favorite dollar store. You guys have, I think people in the States have Dollar Tree and stuff like that, but yeah. We have Dollarama, and I got these little cups for resin purposes, and I'm kind of hoping, like I was using plastic cups before, and I'm not really big on like throwing plastic out, so I got these so that we get to throw them out in the garbage and not feel bad about ourselves. I mean, it's still garbage, but at least it'll biodegrade a little bit better than a plastic cup would, you know? So yeah, there's 50 of them in here. We'll see I don't know what they're going to be like with the resin. We'll give it a try and see how it goes. But yeah, okay, so there's that. And then I got some more gloves. Dish gloves, they work really well. Yeah, so there's like 4 packs of these. They're always good. I think there's 1 in each pack, or 2. 1 pair in each pack. So yeah, they're always good to have. I try to put gloves on when I'm resining. It's not always, it doesn't always stay on the full time because there's lots of like little things you got to do with your fingers and stuff. So yeah, it gets a little bit hard to do, but anyways, I try. Yeah, so I also have some sparkles. These sparkles, there's like little balls, and then there's flakes of sparkle silver. And I saw those, of course I had to get them, and they were $2 Canadian. And then I got some black tissue paper. I wanted to use these for packing orders when I get my shop going. Again, I don't have any envelopes ready to go yet, so. And I've kind of taken a break from resining for a little bit just because, you know, Gemini, and I'm all over the place, and I start new projects without finishing others and all that good stuff. So yeah, I just got a couple of these. And yeah, I think, oh, I do have a couple more sparkles because we love our sparkles. So I found these big bottles of sparkles and in the crafting section, and I use a lot of silver, so I got some silver ones. I use a lot of red as well. Red, silver, black, they're all my favorite colors. I got a red one. I didn't find a black one, but there's a pinkish one there that I figured I'd grab. It looks red in the camera for some reason, but yeah, it's actually like a darker pink. I don't know if you can see the difference. There we go. There, you can see the difference between the two. Yeah, so I have those, and then I totally forgot that I bought these because like I said, I got this a long time ago. I have this set of watercolor paints, and I've been dying to try painting with watercolor. They have pens that are like watercolor paintbrushes that are watercolor paintbrushes that you can actually, like, you squeeze them, they have a little bit of water in them, and they'll like wet the brush while you're painting and stuff, so it's really cool. So yeah, I bought these because they're metallic, so there's like a bunch of different colors. They're all metallic looking. I wanted to give it a try. Got pretty excited when I saw this. Again, it's only $2. Woo! Yeah, and so for Christmas I asked for a Dollarama gift cards because I spent a lot of my money at the dollar store grabbing stuff like that, you know? Yeah, so, and I also got an Amazon gift card for Christmas, and with that I bought some makeup things, but I also bought a horror coloring book. So I thought we'd take a look at these pictures today. I'm going to switch the camera up so that you can look down on the book when we're done here. And maybe color a picture? I don't know. I've got my markers. They're touch markers. They're not like the Copics or anything good like that. I just wanted to buy them to give them a try out. They're like nubs on one end and like a slanted marker on the other. Anyways, I only like one end. I tend to use that, but I thought we'd give it a try. Anyways, maybe do a little bit of coloring. And this I'm really excited about. I got for Christmas from my daughter and her boyfriend. They got me some little molds for my resin, and this is gummy bear molds, so those will be cute. I can't wait to make some earrings and little gothic bears out of these. And this is some Fimo clay. I'm excited. I'm so excited for this. I figured I'd do this on camera with you guys one day. So it's like different colors of Fimo, and they have the instructions on how to make these little characters. So there's this little alien girl. She's so cute. Look at her. Her little overalls, and then this space guy, and also this robot. And they have all the colors and all the little bits to make these pieces. So yeah, I'm excited. And it shows you on the back how to make the robot. And there's more instructions on the inside, all kinds of different colors, and there's some glow in the dark as well, which is kind of cool because when I turn off the lights at night, I can see the glow in the dark going. It's glowing in the dark, if you can believe it. Okay, so I've got all that. Let's take a look. I think that's everything. Oh, I did get another set of molds from them. It was to make like diamonds, like what are they called? Almost like a gem type of a thing. Sorry, I'm just looking at this now. It's for mostly for candles and soap, I guess, but I'm sure you can probably use resin in them as well. They're 3D. They have like you can see they're all like gem looking. There's a shape right there on the box that you can see. Yeah, so I'm excited to make something with these. Do some layering and make some different colors and stuff. Should be fun. Yeah, so that was really cool of them to buy me that kind of stuff because they've been my little fans from the beginning of my resin making and stuff like that. So, and let's switch the camera over so that you guys can check out the pictures in this cool coloring book, Horror Beauties. I myself am a horror beauty. I don't look like these ladies, so you'll see they get pretty, they're pretty graphic in here. Lots of monster-y type things. So let's take a look and maybe color a picture, guys. Hey guys, so this is the horror coloring book that I got from Amazon, and I was just starting to go over stuff and didn't have the camera running, so I was already in the middle of doing this, but here we go. It's the Horror Beauties coloring book. I think it was about $10, so not too bad. And let's take a look and see what we have in here. So this was the first thing that I saw, and I was like, oh, I wonder if I can get a white pencil and put my name in there, and I found one, so let's do it. Yay, Diana. And then there's these butterflies. Butterflies in the sky. You guys remember that show? Okay, let's see. If you're as old as me, you will remember that show when you live in Canada or the US. Okay, Diana. Should I put my last name? I don't know. Let's do it. Why not? Or maybe I'll just do a McG. That's McRae. There we go. Okay, so let's take a look at this first one. Do you guys watch Guardians of the Galaxy? Lots of people like Guardians of the Galaxy. This kind of reminds me of that chick from that movie, except she's got a horn on her face. But yeah, she kind of reminds me of her a little bit with those antennae. She's kind of a wormy kind of a girl. I don't know, what is she? Something, some kind of a monster. This one, she got like a dog kind of a thing. Oh, she also has horns coming out of her head. I'm just gonna fly through. I already found like a favorite of mine that I kind of want to do. I'm going between two of them right now. There's this one. I love the like flowing hair everywhere. It's so cool. This is one of them that I was like, I kind of want to do this. I love it. Look at the branches coming out of her eyes. That's so cool. And then she's got flowers with eyeballs on them. Yeah, and she's got blood coming down. She's all kind of rotten looking. I love this one. This is a clown one. I was kind of going between this one and another one. Actually, I guess there's three of them that I liked. There was this one, the one with the branches, and then there's another one coming. This one's kind of cool. Three faces. And this one, she looks like she has like Medusa hair, but they're not snakes. And her face is all messed up. She's got eyeballs coming out of her arms. Very cool, very cool. This one's got eyes all over the place. There's just another, I don't know, she looks like she's coming out of a flower maybe, and she's got all kinds of different legs and stuff, kind of buggish. This one I like as well. It's very like simple. I like that she's pulling her face apart like that. It's kind of creepy, cool. It's got a little cleavage going on there. But yeah, I love that. This one's pretty neat too. There's this one. All the, oh, she's got a hand coming out of her eye, or her face. That's kind of cool. And all these eyes in the back. Coming out of the wood. Coming out of the woodworks. This one's really creepy with all the different faces on here. I don't like those faces creeping behind her. She's also losing her face. Got some hands coming out. This was one of my faves because this is like, she totally reminds me of the nurses from Silent Hill. Yeah, so this is one that I really wanted to do. But I think I have settled on another one. This one, I love the eyes, they're very cool. I mean, I'm gonna probably try to color all of these at some point, but let's see. Look at the flowers in her hair, that's pretty cool. I like this too. Look at the fingers coming down and pulling the eyelids down. Creepy. She's got stuff coming out of her. Oh, she's using her own hands. That is so cool. She's going up in like this and pulling down. Neat. Okay, this one's kind of cool too. Very like Joker looking. And the blood coming down. This is almost like a Coraline kind of thing with the button sewn on her eye. She's got like a, what is that called? A veil. I don't know what this is though that she's holding up. Any ideas? This girl's very creepy. I don't like her. She kind of reminds me of, I don't know, ghoulish. You know that thing in, what is it? Where, I can't think of the name of the movie. Never mind. Don't listen to me. I like this one as well. Very neat. Just holding a heart in her hand. Not my favorite though. This one, her eyeballs coming out of her face and like flying around for some reason. This one's another like clownish looking guy, girl, person, thing. This one's cool too. She's being held by like all these different fabrics, and yeah, you can see she's been taken apart here, and she's got like, yeah, very cool. like holding her insides down here. Oops, those are coming out. I better put those back in. I love this one too. That's very cool. I never really noticed this one before, but she's very like almost Shakespearean with the skull in her hand. This one took her face off and yeah, her head off basically, and there was like flowers and things in there. I feel like it's like almost the last one. This one kind of grossed me out with the way that she's putting her finger in her eye like that. Kind of reminds me of something else. She's got hands coming at her from everywhere. They're on her neck and stuff too. This one's neat. Very Day of the Dead with the skulls and things. And all this up here looks very Day of the Dead looking. Skull candy-ish. Or candy skull-ish, I guess is what I'm trying to say. I love this one too, with the things coming out of her eyes. That was a contender, but I decided not to go with that one. I think it's the very last one, guys. She's got like a bunch of eyes. She's very insectish. I do like this one too, with the spikes all around her. This was the one I wanted to do. I don't know why. There's something about her. She's just really cool. She's got her mouth closed. Again, we have a little bit of cleavage there. We've got blood coming down. The hair is all over the place with the flowers. It's just so good. I just love it. So yeah, we're gonna do that one, but let's go check out the rest of them here. This Wonder Woman type looking chick. And there's this one with the two heads. And they're holding their chest open with the heart coming out. And I think that is it. Oh, there's one more. There we go. She's got like a puppet chick and with nails coming out of her head. That's an excessive amount of nails, girl. Come on. Okay, so let's go back to the one that we're gonna color. This chick. She kind of reminds me of Ariana Grande for some reason. Kind of looks like her a little bit. Okay, there we go. So let's get started. Oh, also, I like that they have the black on the other side so it doesn't bleed through. And also I'm going to add a sheet of paper in there because there was an empty blank piece of paper at the end. So I'm gonna put that inside. There. So we don't get bleed over onto the other pictures. Let's be done with one thought. We're gonna need something for the flowers and stuff like that, so. Okay. Let's do her hair first, I guess. Nope, that's wine red. There it is. Yeah. See, this is the nib that I'm not a big fan of. It's like a slanty one, almost like a permanent marker. Hello? Can we look at you a little bit better? Anyways, you get the idea. This is the other side that I don't own, it's just a little nib. I'm probably gonna do some of these with dark and then I'll bring in some other different colors of brown so we can do some layering. I'm really not good with shading and stuff like that, guys, so don't judge me, please. Don't judge. Okay, you guys, voiceover Diana here now. I had to speed this up because otherwise it would take forever for this video to come out, so I sped up my coloring a little bit. And you can see I am doing her hair right now, and this color is, I think it's chestnut brown, maybe? Yeah, so I wanted to tell you guys about, give you a health update. With my Addison's disease, things are starting to go a little bit better. I've been taking my pills like non-stop and I'm doing really good at it, so I've only missed like a couple of days here and there, like in just either one, the afternoon or the morning. So not too bad compared to my like missing days of pills before. And so I've been doing a lot better. I'm gaining a little bit of weight. Things are starting to come around. And I went to go meet my new doctor. His name's Dr. Palki, and that went really well, guys. Like, I was surprised. I was amazed at like everything that he was doing. So we got there, and he immediately like started this checklist that we need to do. So with Addison's disease, he's like started talking about the different things that I should be doing or should have to take care of myself. So he recommended getting like a fast-acting cortisol, which I've read everywhere on the internet, and my other doctor was like, didn't mention it at all. Immediately he gave me a prescription for that. Remember when I was explaining to you what Addison's disease is all about? It's like you're missing cortisol, which is one of the main things that you need. It helps you to deal with stress and that kind of thing, and that's what your little adrenal glands make. But they also help to regulate, like, aldosterone is another thing that you, another hormone that you need. And I'm basically real low on those levels right now. And the doctor said he thinks that maybe I would feel better, have more energy. We talked about the side effects of like women having Addison's disease and not having much of a drive, if you know what I mean, one of those kinds of drives. He says that will get better. And he even said that the markings on my face, which I had no idea, I thought I was just stuck with those for life, but he said once I start taking the aldosterone, he said I'll probably start to see that coming away. So the discoloration that I have on my face from Addison's disease, it's like a hyperpigmentation. And he basically said that if once I start taking aldosterone, that I should start to see that fade. And that was just amazing to me because I had no idea. And the other doctor didn't mention anything about it. So I was just like, oh, this is awesome. And so I need to go get some blood work done. I've been holding off on that because I'm like, I have no sick time at work and had to wait till the end of January before it would come around again. And so now I'm going to go get that blood work done, and then I'll get my prescription for aldosterone. And yeah, hopefully I'll be feeling so much better, you guys. Like, I did not imagine that this was ever going to be the case. Immediately he recommended, like, I talked to my other doctor about getting a medical alert bracelet, and he said, yeah, it's a waste of time. You probably just forget to wear it half the time anyways. And I was just like, okay, but shouldn't people know? Like, if I get into an ambulance and they don't realize that I have Addison's disease and they start to treat me in a certain way and it stresses my body out, it could kill me. So I probably should let people know in some way that I have Addison's disease. So he recommended that, and he said even if I didn't want to do a bracelet, that I could probably look into getting a tattoo, which I've already talked about doing. So I was just like, wow, this guy's awesome. He checked out my, the rash that I had, and, he was just very thorough, very, knowledgeable on the disease. He knew, he was looking up my numbers and my blood work and all that, and it was just so much more helpful than the other doctor was. Like, I just left there feeling like somebody cares, you know? And maybe that'll go away. Maybe whatever. But for now, I'll take it because so far nobody has really given a crap about it. And so this is great. So for those who don't know, we do have free healthcare here in Canada. But unfortunately, with the free healthcare, our system is very at its limits. So people are waiting for hours and hours and hours to get treated for things. A woman just recently passed away in Nova Scotia that had been in the waiting area for 7 hours or something like that, and nobody had seen her, and she ended up dying. And it could have easily been taken care of if she had been into the emergency room a lot sooner. So yeah, there's some downfalls to having our universal health care there or whatever.
but yeah, so, and lots of times it feels like the doctors don't care, and they just start pushing you out the door and giving you a prescription and getting you out the door just because, you know, they're burnt out too, and they just don't know what to do with themselves because they're just like, too many things to do, too many patients to see, and they just get fed up probably with people and their nonsense because, you know, people can be annoying. Anyway, so yeah, so I'm really happy about that. I'm pretty excited. I'm like, sometimes when you're feeling really bad and things are just not looking good, and get on Facebook and tell people about it just to give them an update or whatever, and I've not done that so far with this good news, so I really should be getting out there with this positive stuff instead of, you know, only talking negative. So I'm really happy with the way things are going. I'm looking forward to things getting better and better and better, and I'll let you guys know when I start taking the aldosterone and all that kind of stuff and see how things go from there. Yeah. So that, and what else is new and exciting in my world? I know that there's, I want to get back into doing some like resin again and stuff like that. So I'm starting to get in that kind of mindset again. I need to buy some more like UV resin. I've been talking about doing like a couple of resin type videos. I know there's some charms that I want to get done. That I've had designed forever. I just need to get them like finished by putting the UV resin on them and curing them and stuff. But I also want to do, like last Christmas I made, not this one that just passed, but the Christmas before that, I made a chessboard for my daughter because she's really into chess and she wanted a gray and pink sparkly one. So I made her one of those and it turned out really well. I didn't get the pieces finished yet. I might actually think about making some new ones because it didn't turn out as great as I wanted them to. But anyway, so I'm thinking about making one for her boyfriend as well. So he plays chess, he's really into it, and he'd asked me for one. We talked about colors and stuff that he would like, so I'm probably going to do that at some point. And what else? What am I doing there? That's weird. Okay. Yeah, so I'm excited to do that. I want to try out some molds again and get into the resin again. It's just been such a long time that, you know, I really do need to get back into it. So I'm excited to get into that again. And then I also have I've got ideas for hauls. Guys, I'm very broke right now. So like being broke sucks. And I think the whole world knows what being broke is like right now because the economy just sucks and everything is so expensive and it almost seems like impossible to live these days. But I'm gonna see about doing a new haul here. I almost am thinking about doing some homeware stuff too, like goth type home style stuff. Just because I'd like to add some more gothic decor to my home, so I might look into doing that, or maybe decorating my space downstairs with a little more, because that's where I do my videos and stuff like that. Maybe I can do a backdrop or something with gothic things. So I've been kind of like making lists for that and doing a little shopping around online. She's got lots of good homeware stuff, so we'll see. They also have lots of crafting stuff now too, so I might start trying to buy a couple of things from there just to see what it's like. Also, guys, if you see me here, I'm trying to use some pencil crayons as well to do a little bit of shading and stuff, like, and honestly, it did help with like making the colors look more rich and stuff like that, but I'm not great at shading and stuff. Like I said earlier, don't judge. I just wanted to do some relaxing coloring, and honestly, this coloring page, I spent hours at night just kind of coloring bits and pieces of it when I couldn't sleep, and going down there to either relax with my diamond painting or coloring, and it helps. It's something to do to pass the time, to get me to sleep, and yeah, you know. Anyway, so it was nice, and I can't wait to get some more colored pages going here. Now, I don't finish this one on the video. I think I stopped at one point once, like we get quite a bit done on it, but I do stop and then I end up just finishing up off camera. So I'll show you guys the end product of it afterwards. And also at the end of this video, you're gonna, or near the end here after we're done coloring, you're gonna see I have some what do you call them? I have some other things that I'm going to unbox for you, and I also do, what's it called? A swatch of the paints, the watercolor paints that I showed you, because I was like, I would be really mad if somebody showed me watercolor paints and then didn't swatch them. So you guys are going to get a swatch of the colors, both on white paper from the coloring book and the black paper, which is really cool. They look awesome. And yeah. And then I also have some dyes, some like resin pigments. They're mica pigments and mica powder. And I bought them a long time ago, and I've been meaning to do a little review on the colors and stuff. And I just haven't gotten around to it. So after we're done coloring here, I also have that for you when you look at all the different colors that I got. And yeah, so it's sort of like a little mashup together of there's coloring, there's art stuff, there's life stuff, there's just a little bit of everything in here. Yeah, so. It is so cold in Canada right now, guys. I know in some of the states you're feeling it as well. So it's like literally like minus 45 with the wind chill and everything. And it's so cold. The dogs were like struggling yesterday. They were outside and their little tootsies got so cold. They couldn't handle it. And yeah, so I had to dig out their sweaters, and I wish they would wear boots, but they just won't. So they go out really quickly, and I watch them closely and make sure that they go out and then come back in. And poor Miss Holly yesterday, she was so cold, I had to snuggle her on the couch for a while, get her all warmed up after she came inside. But yeah, it's a struggle. It doesn't usually get this, like, we do have some cold snaps in St. John, but not usually this much. Like, it's not usually this cold. This is more like inner land kind of cold, because we are right next to the ocean, so we do get a lot of nice like warmer weather in the wintertime. Warmish, like as warm as it can be in the winter, you know. And then but inland, like my daughter lives in Fredericton, it's about an hour and a half away, and it's even worse over there. So yeah, and when I lived in Ontario, it was like that too, like just terrible cold snaps in January, February, like minus 30 and more, without wind chill, and then add a wind chill on top of that. So yeah, and crazy me not wearing any winter jackets or anything. Well, most of the time we couldn't afford winter jackets anyways, but I was too cool for that, so I only wore my sweaters and my hoodies and wet hair to school in like minus 40, like just awful. I'm like, what was I thinking? Teenagers just don't care about themselves, right? They're just like, yeah, whatever. But die. I decided to go with like a zombie type greenish grayish look here for the face and the skin. I think it was a good choice. But for some reason that nib part of the marker was like it was drying up. So I had to use the like chiseled side in order to color the rest of her, because it just wasn't it was drying up. So it was not juicy enough on that side, so yeah, I definitely had to switch it up. And you'll see me do that in a couple minutes here, because it's just too much. Like, that's so disappointing. I've never used that color before, and now look at it. It's just like dead. But yeah, the chisel side's better for some reason. I don't know why. I also would like to do, I'm thinking about paranormal things that I'd like to get going. I would like to do a couple more videos of like old cases that we've done and stuff like that. There's the garage that we did years ago, and we did the TV show on it, the Paranormal Survivor, and I would like to do like my own little documentary type video on that. Just because bring up some old cases and stuff that we've had. I've also would like to do, like, I don't know how I'm going to do it, but I would like to do sort of my favorite paranormal cases kind of a thing, so I can talk about the different cases that we've gone out to and we've investigated, and some of the cool things that we've had happen, because I just think, you know, I've got so many good stories, and it would be really cool to be able to share that with you guys. And yeah, I think it would be kind of cool for you guys to enjoy as well. You get to hear about the freaky things that we have going on here in St. John and learn some stuff and some history and things. So yeah, it would be interesting, I think. And I don't know what I'm going to do over top of that. Like, you know what I mean? Like, am I going to color? Am I going to like do crafts? Am I going to just show old footage? I don't know what I'm going to do. I'll figure it out though. But that's something I've had on my plate for a while that I've been wanting to do with you guys. So I keep working on it, you know. I'm really happy with like the way things are going with the YouTube channel. I mean, I don't want to be like super big or anything. I just wanted to, you know, I wanted to at least make a little bit of money with this if I can at some point. I don't want to go super big, like, or anything. If it happens, it happens. But yeah, I'm really happy with the followers I'm getting and the viewers and stuff like that. You guys are all awesome. Thank you so much for hanging out with me for this, you know, these crazy days that we're living in now. I appreciate it, and I love you all. Okay, so now we're going on to color her little chest area there, and I think start on her. I've switched over to the chiseled marker now. As you can see, it's much juicier. It's doing much better. But yeah, and then we'll get her all, her cleavage all colored up. I tried out some like shading in there with pencil crayons. It didn't work really all that well, but that's fine. In the end, it turned out great. I think it looks beautiful, and it's just for my own fun anyways, so. Okay, and some of the other things that I'm thinking about doing, I'm probably going to, I want to do like a wig haul. That's something that I've been looking at, because I do want to do different colors in my hair and stuff, but I don't want to dye it. My hair is kind of crunchy as it is anyway sometimes, so, and it's not been as healthy as it could be with my disease and the whatever. Anyways, I just don't want to have to dye it all the time if I want something different. So I'm gonna probably purchase some wigs. I don't know, they have wigs with Sheen, they've got wigs with Romwe. I've been looking at doing some different kinds of hauls from like Dress Lily, or there's a new place that people are all talking about. It starts with a T. I can't remember what it is right now. I think it starts with a T. Anyways, yeah, I might look into that. I also want to get some shoes. I have I have black shoes and that's it, and I have no gothic type shoes except for the one pair that I use for my tours, which are not very comfortable. So I'm gonna probably look into purchasing something from somewhere. I did find a place a while ago that was really cool looking. Oh, at this point in the video, like, I stopped with the coloring because I had a really hard time getting it to focus for some reason on the coloring book, so I was just like, I'm done. But at some point here you will see the finished product of the coloring page. Now we're starting our little swatch here of the colors from the watercolor colors. The ones that I showed you earlier, the metallic. And I'm going to do a swatch on both the black paper here and the white paper as well. And yeah, it was, I really like them. I can't wait to try to actually paint a picture with them. It would be fun. Or even with just certain places, have the metallic paint in there just to make it pop, you know? Something like that. So this is the white, and I did have to get my brush quite, what's the word, concentrated in that, in the paint in order to get the colors to show up there. Of course, white on white, it's not going to show up very well, but you can see the metallic bit in there. And then I switched for some reason from block letters to what's it called? Cursive there. Sorry for people who can't read cursive. That's a champagne. Because I know there's people out there that have never learned how to do cursive writing. It's an old school thing that's going away. Coffee. Okay, so the next one. Oh yeah, and these colors were mixed up for some reason. The pink and the purple were like changed up. I was like, this is not like purple. So I had to switch the colors around in order to make it work with the labels. And yeah, I think it just got switched up at some point. But yeah, the my favorite I think is the violet color. It's coming up here soon. Light pink's kind of cute. I tried to wait until these were all dry for you guys to see them, and as you can see with the wetness from the paints, it's kind of warping the color page a little bit because it's not watercolor paper, it's just regular coloring book paper. So, oh yeah, here's the lilac one. I think I called it purple or violet or something, I don't know. I just love purple. So I'm gonna do rose gold next. It doesn't really look like a rose gold. To me it looks more orangey than anything else. But we do look at the pigment powders later on, so you'll get to see what the rose gold looks like from that one. And it actually is kind of similar when you look at it on the camera, so I guess it makes sense. Although it does look very orange there. And oh yeah, I'm showing you here that look at the sparkles in that water. It's so cool. I think I'll show you again later on once I'm done painting everything. Limo is what this one was called. Or limo, if you're thinking about the car. But this one was in regards to a lime color, so I'm assuming that it's limo. So yeah, now while we'll let that dry, I'm gonna move that out of the way and show you guys the coloring page that I finished up. And there she is, all done. Yep. And I did that mostly while I couldn't sleep. So we moved the coloring book out of the way now. We're gonna look at these pigment powders. And they're pretty good sized, and they all come with a lot of color in them. All different kinds of colors. Now I can make any kind of color I want. I'm so excited to use these with the resin. That little bit of tape that I'm trying to get off there was hard to work out. And then I started doing, like, pulling out just spoonfuls of the stuff at first, but it's hard to see. It's a lot of work. I figured I was going to be doing this for hours and hours and hours if I wanted to do that for every single one. So it's only for the first couple. And then I switch over to just showing you what it looks like with the lid off. And so you can see the color, but you still get the plastic on. You can still see what the color is. It's just not up close and personal like these ones. Now this is the rose gold, I think, that I was telling you guys about. And it does look a little orangey, doesn't it? But Yeah, it's pretty. It's gonna look really nice in the resin. Kind of excited to get working with these. When Zoe comes over to visit my daughter, she likes to play with all of my art supplies and things. And I showed her these the other day, and she was just getting ready to clean up stuff. And she's like, "You should not have showed me these." She was excited, and she wanted to use some of the colors. So, yeah. And I don't mind because I'm not using them much anyway, so. There we go. That one was a pretty purple. It's hard to read the colors on there, like the names of the colors. Like obviously you can see that that's just a brown of some sort, and they all have different names. Like that one's rose gold, sorry. Now you see that one does look less orange than the paint. That's more of the rose gold that I was thinking of. That one is, what does it say? Tender purple. Whatever that means. So tender, you guys. Oh, I struggled with the focus on this one. Violet. It's a pretty color. This one is what? See, the struggle is real, let me tell you. There we go, purple. Just a regular old purple. Boom. Dark green? Dark green. Yellow. Grass green. Interesting. It's very bright colored. Some of these, the colors pop so much that I was just like if I left the sound on from this, you could hear me in the background going, "Oh my god, look at this color." It's so crazy. I got a little excited here and there. And just a regular orange. And just a regular black. Blickety black. Does it say something in there? Silver black. Now we're on to our second level of colors, I do believe. This is just pink. It's pretty. I really like that pink. I'm not really into pink, but no, it's a pretty pink. That's light something. I didn't quite catch it. Light gold, maybe? Silver gray. Very nice. Yeah, they're pretty good sizes. I can't really see that. Ancient Copper. That's a very cool sounding name. Crimson. Bronze gold. Emerald green. Gorgeous. It's just gorgeous. And there's our silver white. Almost like Snow White. Looks very much like the metallic white from the paints. This is pretty. I didn't catch what the color was, but it's a really cool looking red. It's beautiful. Scarlet. golden purple. I don't know what that is. Golden purple. That doesn't sound right. It does kind of look gold, I guess. Beige. Coffee. Brown. Nice. And that was it, guys. And now we're on to showing you what these colors look like on the black paper. As you can see, they're quite dry on the other sides. It's looking a little bit better. Not as bumpy as it was before. You can see the colors a little bit more vibrant. I tried to wait until the colors dried on the black paper as well, but I didn't quite give it enough time. I think those ones make the most difference. The green and the rose gold. Or the limo, I guess, if you want to call it that. That is what they named it. And I think that was all, my friends. I think we are finally to the end of the video. Oh yes, I did want to show you the sparkly water again. It's so weird. The thing I was kind of weirded out about though is whether or not I was allowed to put that down the drain. Like, it's really tiny sparkles, as you can see. Like, but yeah, I'm not really sure, because sometimes they're like really like emulsified in the water and you don't know like if it's allowed to go down. I don't know. Anyways, it was a small amount of water, so I wasn't too worried about it, but just be careful of that kind of stuff. Here we go with our little demonstration on the two colors. And we're done. Anyways, I hope you guys, whoever stayed here the longest and made it to the end of the video, thank you for watching. You guys are awesome. If you watched through the end, give me like a peace sign with your fingers, the two fingers. Give me a peace sign in the comments if you watched all the way to the end. Let me know. Because I know not many people do, and I don't blame you because this is a longer one, but I just am curious. I don't know. We'll see. Okay, so I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll be coming back soon with some more hauls and things. Like I said, I've got some different ideas, and I'm excited to do some new things this year, and looking forward to it. And you guys have a great day or night wherever you are in the world, and yeah, I'll be back soon. Love yous. Bye.